Today I'm continuing my Canadian-American flying fun, departing Montreal for Mobile, Alabama on Delta. It's the A319 and 717 in first class, and I'm especially excited for the retro experience of the second leg in particular. Also heading to a new state for me. So let's go see whether Delta's first class on Canadian and domestic US flights is worth the extra cash. Just for context, today's flight cost $500 one way, and basic economy would have been around $230, so I doubt I'm going to regret my decision to take that small buy up to first class, but hey, you never know. Successfully wrapped up the visit with Airbus here in Montreal, up at Mirabel. It was a cool 2 days. Now it's time to fly down to Mobile, Alabama for the next part of this Airbus adventure for Flight Radar 24. In between, I'm doing the flight reviews for my channel, as many of you know by now, and the best way to do this was to go on Delta. I'm in first class today on an A319 down to Atlanta, quick connection there, onto the 717, which is extra cool, down to Mobile. Quick flight, that one, an hour. I think the first one is about 2.5. So I've already pre-cleared into the US by the Canadian pre-clearance thing. I've been aware of that system but almost never used it. Certainly not like this, originating in Canada. I've connected through Canada before to the US and done that, but this was a new one for me, trying all this out and going through global entry here, still in Montreal but technically in the US. Now it's a little unclear what lounge access I have. Getting my SAS Eurobonus number onto this Delta flight was complicated. The website and the app don't seem to have been updated yet in order to receive an SAS number, but they were able to do it at the check-in desk, so that's cool. And I have SkyTeam Elite Plus, so I would assume that I could use any SkyTeam lounge. I think there's an Air France lounge over here, or is there? Because I've cleared into the US, so no, that's wrong. There's no Air France lounge here for sure. So, and I think there's no Delta Sky Club, which I should have access to with my Elite Plus if it were here, but I think it doesn't exist, so I might be out of luck. I might be spending my hours here, about 3.5, last I counted, at the Tim Hortons, or similar. Not the worst thing to have to do, but I'd prefer a lounge, so I'm gonna go look into that. Is it just me? When I hear this sound, I always think of the scene in Ferris Bueller's Day Off where Edward Rooney mistakes someone for Ferris in a bar and utterly embarrasses himself.
Les jeux sont faits. Translation. The game is up. Your ass is mine.
Alright, I managed to while away 3 hours in the Plaza Premium Lounge over there. It was such a boring lounge and so unmemorable that I didn't film it at all. It's your only option over here though, in the US pre-clearance side of Montreal. So it's something. Free water and food and cookies. Pretty good cookies. I like the cookies. Got some work done. Now it's time to go find my Delta A319, 23 years old, I believe. And let's head down to Atlanta. Delta does pack in their first class seats pretty tight in general. This bulkhead is very close to the wall and really limits how far you can stretch your legs. I still like it for being able to just about get out to the aisle without disturbing my seatmate, but this is not the best. Still, the cabin looks pretty good, and it's nevertheless way better than economy. I love a nice sunset departure, and this one was especially pretty, with good buzzsaw sound effects from this old A319 engine as a nice compliment.
in the midnight sky. Caught every star in the midnight sky. You know times I have.
Recline is pretty good, there's power available, the mood lighting is nice, there's good beer, and a not half bad turkey sandwich and a croissant with chips and a brownie in a box. Is it my most premium experience ever? No, but I'm pretty happy with this. And very quickly, the Atlanta sprawl comes into view.
In the midnight sky, you know times I have bright. Caught every star in the midnight sky. Caught every star in the midnight sky. Caught every star in the midnight sky. Caught every star in the midnight sky.
All right, that was a pretty nice flight. I had my doubts about whether the flight attendant working first class was going to be actually nice or not, but in the end, when the service finally started, he was pretty nice, and they had good beer, and the sandwich was all right. It wasn't really a dinner service, but okay, this is what we can expect in this part of the world. Now I'm super tired, and I kind of wish I didn't have to do another flight to get down to Mobile, Alabama, but at least it's a 717, and that's special. And I think I just walked in the wrong direction. Gotta go find my next gate, Atlanta Airport. It's been a long time since I was here. Kind of brings back a lot of memories, but I do remember that it's huge. So I guess I gotta catch a train. One of these little trains that takes you between all the concourses here. And go find my 717 for the last little bit of this evening's trip. I think it's great how, even in their much older aircraft like this one, Delta has made the effort to upgrade the cabin with things like mood lighting. It's a very nice touch on this late flight. This is a really quick but nice hop down to Mobile, and I just have a glass of ice water, but I could have ordered anything from the bar if I'd wanted. And here we are in Mobile. that was pretty cool. I forgot how differently those tail-mounted jets like the 717 handle, how they feel riding them, and also how loud they are, even up front. It's such a, you really feel that it's from a different era. And now I'm in Mobile, Alabama. I figure out where I'm gonna pick up my bags, and I see some Airbus signs already. What a weird and interesting place for me to go. Not a place I thought I would ever go necessarily, so this is super fun. Love flying a route like this. And Delta delivered, nice service, good. It's late now though, and definitely tired, ready to get to the hotel and pass out before my visit with Airbus in Mobile tomorrow. So lots more ahead. And thanks for coming along. I'm Gabe Lee.